Good evening, everybody. I am Shelly B, a conservative Black sister surviving in a hot mess world. And a hot mess it is indeed every single day. I wish it wasn't always a hot mess every day, but it is. So tonight, I really wanted to discuss why are liberal Black women so mad at Nicki Minaj? I didn't even really see this manifesting in real time. So I didn't even really know what she said and all these things. And I'm just kind of getting the gist of it. And I just was very surprised that anybody was upset at what she said, but nonetheless, they are. Before we get into this, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it very much. You know what to do. Just subscribe to the channel. It will help me a great deal. I really appreciate it. Now, let's just get into this. But before I start, I have to say happy holidays to you. You know, happy Hanukkah to all the people that finished Hanukkah. Shout out to all of us that's celebrating Kwanzaa starting tomorrow. I really, really, really wish you all the best of the holiday season. And just have a joyous new year and prosperity for 2026, whatever the case may be. Now let's move on because it's a lot to unpack and I want to get this done because it is a holiday and I would like to watch a movie with my son. But I just had to come on here and talk about this because I really do feel it has the potential to, have a positive outcome if we can really just discuss it and unpack it. I really get beside myself, especially with my people, that we are so divided on everything. We are so easy to attack each other over the littlest thing. I just feel like she's one of the greatest artists of all time, one of the greatest selling artists. So everybody did like her. And for such an opinion that I really just feel is not even anything negative whatsoever. I just can't believe Black people would turn on somebody like this, especially when I feel like she's really been supportive of almost every community. And for them to turn on her for her political opinions and for her personal opinions, to me, it's just the dumbest thing on earth. I also wanted to talk about the 50 plus challenge that's been going on, because it just tied in completely to what Nicki was talking about women being against each other and hating on each other because of their beauty and all kinds of things. I just think it's the dumbest thing in the world. And I wish that we as women could, be united. I wish humanity as a whole could be united and stop being divided over all these dumb issues that, politicians want us to be divided over. Because as long as everybody is divided, there's no safety in the numbers. And I always say this, and there's no reason for us to be divided anymore. Slavery is over. I get so tired of everybody talking about how held back they are when you're really in one of the most, the greatest country in the world as far as opportunity and freedoms and things like that. We really need to come into 2025 and 2026 and the future and really try to, just counteract this, because it's just becoming really, really stupid at this point that we are fighting over every little thing. Every group they have targeted against each other. And we really have to look at why this is occurring. So before we start, I just wanted to read Nicki's comments, because I'm like, am I crazy? I don't understand what the big deal is about anything that she said. I mean, I love my people, but some of y'all really make me very weary. We are constantly at odds with each other all the time, and we have so many things wrong with our community that are much bigger than this. Now, I just wanted to put her comments on here. I got it off of Google, and I just wanted to see exactly what the comments were that made Black women so mad and made the left so mad, Black leftists so angry over what she says. So it says, Nicki Minaj recently commented on white women during an event at Turning Point USA's America Fest, advocating for all women to embrace their beauty without tearing others down. So Y'all are mad because you want to tear other women down. I don't understand where the anger is coming from. Are you mad because she was at a conservative event? Why would you be mad when she considers herself to have conservative values and she considers herself to be a Christian? And that is a Christian organization Turning Point. For those of you that didn't know, it's not a racist organization, it is a Christian organization. So if you really look into the people that are on the right, most of them are Christians. And for some reason, in a Christian country, we have grown to hate Christians. And I don't know where that comes from. There's thousands of religions, but in a Christian country, I hate Christians. I don't understand it. And every other ideology is protected except Christianity. It makes no sense. So to continue, she stated her belief that the political left needs to stop putting down white people and emphasize the importance of self-love for all races. Robin Dew says, are they really Christians? Are they Satanists? Are leftist Satanists? We can have the discussion, because I think you may be surprised that how many leftists are Satanists, and it will let you understand why they run on abortion and transitioning kids and grooming kids without their parents' knowledge, and so on and so forth, force medical products on the people, and we could go on forever of the diabolical things that they do. So I do believe that most conservative people are Christian. Are they all Christian? No. No, I know what you mean, Robin. You're talking about the right. Yes, I do believe that most of them are Christian. I do. Just like I believe a lot of the people that you follow on the left are largely atheists and Satanists and a lot of things that I feel are negative. That's why there's such an attack on Christianity. Okay? So that's just my opinion. That's all I can give you is my opinion, Robin. But I do believe the right has always historically been Christian values. Martin Luther King was a Republican. Okay, he was a conservative. So people like that, Frederick Douglass, all of the how would you say, abolitionists, all of the people that wanted to abolish slavery, black, white, or whatever, were Christians, and they were people that fought to not have slavery anymore. The Republican Party was created to abolish slavery. So yes, I do feel that most conservative people have Christian values. I do believe that. Yes, I do. So back to Nicki's quotes. Her key points included, now this is what people are mad of, black women, black leftists in particular, because white people wouldn't be mad at this. It has to be just black people mad at this. And I just didn't understand what was so upsetting. So she spoke on universal beauty. Minaj expressed the sentiment, I don't need someone with blonde hair and blue eyes to downplay their beauty because I know my beauty. She argues that acknowledging other women's beauty, regardless of her race, does not diminish her own. Could somebody please tell me why that is a negative comment? So are you guys suggesting that we should be haters to other people that are not black? And I don't understand this. Robin says, not a leftist, but I do lean in that direction. I don't agree with Nicki, but support her right to have it. Boys will be boys. It's not trans. If boys will be boys is not transphobic also. Listen, Nicki has had a large following of LGBTQ, trans people, whatever. I feel like to attack somebody for an opinion like this that I don't think is negative. I don't think we should be haters of white women's beauty, and I don't feel that we should be haters of white people loving themselves. Everybody should love themselves. And how I feel, I'll take it a step further. I feel that we are all women first. First, we are women. Okay? Why can't we be united in that alone? You know, I feel like we have more in common than we don't have in common. And it just makes no sense. She also says, she posed the question, if we as Black women felt that we were not being represented and not being admired for our beauty, why would we want to do that to other women? This highlights her view and that historical experiences of marginalization should lead to empathy, not the reversal of the issue into another group. Now, that I agree with. I agree. And I feel like we are no, and this is the thing. I just feel like the left always wants to try to keep everybody divided and fighting over this little thing and that little thing and this little thing and that little thing. But I just have to remind everybody that they enslaved the Irish people first. The Irish and the Africans were on plantation together and they were allies together. And once they saw that, they had to divide them. And it's been like that ever since. Okay? Been like that ever since. So we just have to wake up to the bullshit. I just wish you would wake up to the bullshit and realize that you have never been enslaved. You've never been enslaved. Your ancestors took that L. You know, they fought for you to live in today's society where you are not enslaved, yet y'all still have the mentality that somebody is enslaving you somehow in this country. The only slave to me is in your mind. I feel like I really wish humanity could just, everybody just as human beings that share this planet, all just get along. I feel like spiritually, that is the lesson that humanity will have to learn before they can have peace on earth. And I do feel that eventually one day, the people will wake up and realize this, that the people that control everything and the people that want to rule the world and have this one world government and control everybody are the ones that always present these narratives. Left always tries to make it seem like you're oppressed, you're oppressed, you're oppressed. But most of the people that tell you that are millionaires. So I don't understand this. It makes no sense. She spoke on nurturing young girls. Minaj stressed the need to nurture all young girls, whether they are Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, and that they cannot continue to pay for other people's sins. Now, they say the sins of the father fall on the son. They do. But for how long? For how long? It's like, it's such a waste of energy to utilize our energy in this way. I just feel like it's serving us in no way at all to keep being haters like this. I mean, I have to say, you know, I was a person that didn't take the vaccine, and I had most of the leftist people that I knew, like family members and friends and stuff like that, they completely abandoned me. And I just feel like that is just the most ignorant thing, because you don't agree with somebody politically, or you don't think like somebody else does. You're going to treat them with venom and treat them terribly. That to me is just one of the most demonic, wicked ass spirited things I've ever heard in my life. And it's petty, it's low vibrational, and it's like, I just wish as a community we could elevate our frequency. I have to say, Robin asked me if I felt that, you know, people on the right were really Christians, and I do feel that most of them are Christians. You just subbed out. You seem nice. I don't know. Listen, I'm not perfect, but I really do. I would love for my people to really wake up, because you have to really do the research and look at the people that are telling you that you're oppressed all the time. Look at these people. These are all millionaire people that are rich. You have all of these Black politicians telling you that you're oppressed, white people are the devil and they're evil, but a lot of them are married to white people. So how bad can they really be? It's a psyop. They want you to hate one group of people so that you keep voting for this other group of people to keep them in power. Meanwhile, they're destroying the whole country. They're wasting our tax dollars. They're destroying the whole country. Our communities are not improving whatsoever. And they're trying to create this mentality in people that being rich is a bad thing. Being a millionaire is a bad thing. Being a billionaire is a bad thing. Why is that? Why does the left cultivate people that are not making any money, or they feel that having money is bad? Because if you have your own money, that's power. As long as you rely on them, now you're a slave. So I can understand the mentality of a lot of those people because they really are being enslaved in their mind. Anytime Somalis can come here and steal billions of dollars, you are in the best country on earth. You're in the best country on earth. There's so much money in this country, and you could get it if you stop telling yourself that somebody is oppressing you. Because there's nobody that can oppress you unless you allow them to be oppressed. Everybody allow them to oppress you. Everybody was mad at Kanye for saying that slavery was a choice, but there were lots of people that they took and tried to enslave them, and they revolted and they were all killed, or they jumped off the boat and drowned. They chose not to be enslaved. So he was right, but I just feel like people didn't have the frequency to understand what he was saying. They just didn't get it. But I understood what he said. Robin says, don't the right dislike Taylor Swift though and other celebrities? Well, if you do your research on Taylor Swift, she is very aligned with Satanists. Okay. That's why I say do the research of these people. Okay. I'm going to tell y'all the leftist agenda is first of all, we are not a democracy. We are a constitutional republic. Okay. So Democrats are just always on the wrong side of history to me. And a lot of people just don't know this. And that's the shame part of it, because you're kind of like blind faith followers of people that are really, if you really look at the people that fund the left, they're all Satanists. They're all Satanists. And me, I tell everybody all the time, I used to want to be a minister and I studied the Satanic Bible. I wanted to understand the teaching because I don't see how you can have an enemy if you don't understand it and know the teaching. And I will assure you that Satanists believe in God and they hate God's creation and try to destroy it. So this is why they have forced medical products. This is why you have the World Economic Forum and the World Health Organization trying to, integrate humans with robots and all. They want to create some type of creation that's just ungodly that they can control. That's a whole different discussion. I digress, and maybe I have videos about that from like last year or whatever. You can look and see about that. But so that's why I was kind of happy for Donald Trump to pull out of the World Health Organization and all those globalist organizations, the United Nations, all of those things, the European Union, all of those are globalist organizations. Leftist, the liberal agenda, Democrats are globalists. They want to control the world. They want to have one world government. That's why they're in every nation, pillaging, trying to control it and everything. Whereas on the right, they are nationalist. Most of them Christian nationals, because this country is just based on Christianity, and it's a Christian country. And they are nationalists. They care about this country first and this country really only. They'll do business with other countries, but this country is first. They don't have really the interest to get entangled with ruling all these other nations. Let them do what they do, and we're going to do what we do. And I like the way this president is making deals with other countries to be peaceful as much as possible and just get the coins. So there's a difference. Y'all have to research the globalist agenda and a conservative agenda. They are vastly different. Vastly different. And I feel like the leftist agenda is so broad. It's so broad. The conservative agenda is not as broad. So, I feel like we're getting off topic a lot. Robin says, oh yeah, there's that. The left want us to celebrate people like Taylor, Gaga, Beyonce, J-Lo, Sabrina Carpenter, vile people. Really, yes. And, the left let Jeffrey Epstein run amok for decades. Donald Trump told the feds on him and locked him up in his first administration. So it's like, I just feel like people need to have discernment. And A country that has no spirituality, what is left? What is left? You have to really ask yourself these questions like this. And I don't see, and then this is why you know it's demonic. Okay. Anytime a party's main running point is abortion and killing babies and transitioning children, that's not godly. I don't care what anybody says. If you want to transition your kids, that's on you and your kids. But I just feel that that is something that, and I have friends that are trans, and we've had these discussions, and every last one of them said that they don't feel that you should change your organs until you are grown and really, really have that, go through that walk in life and really, really contemplate and understand what you are doing. I honestly say you should wait until you're in your 20s when your brain is fully developed, because the human brain is not even developed fully to 20 something years old. They should at least let them wait till 18. But though, if you want to do that to your kids, that's on you. But a party that's running on that and abortion and, you can't make me understand how that's not demonic. You just can't. I don't care who don't like what I'm saying. That's my opinion and that's what I believe. And why black people really fuck me up is because you brought your babies the most, and you ride with a party that is encouraging you to kill your kids, that have Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B twerking all over the place, and they think you're idiots. They're all rich off your tax dollars and all kinds of fraud, and they're telling you you're oppressed. Make it make sense. So let's move on, because I always want to try to bring, the elevating part of any issue if we can. I always try to come on here and, show people the things that I watch and the things that help for my opinion. I came across this is somebody new. I just found her video called A Black Girl in China. And it's all about the 50 plus challenge. Now, me being somebody 50 plus, I'm 54, I'll be 55 on my next birthday. And I can tell you that I've not felt better in my life. I've never felt better. And I really feel that as you get older, you get wisdom, and sorry guys. You get wisdom, and you just get more discernment. And I thought that these women in this video had a lot to share about, you know, being a woman 50 plus. Because let me tell you something, when you hit 50, now you halfway to 100. You living in that second, that maybe the third quarter of your life now. If you make it to that fourth quarter, you see what I'm saying? And I just felt like these women had a lot of things, a lot of good advice, and a lot of uplifting things to say. Annette, hi, Shelly, can you name someone that had a trans surgery prior to becoming an adult? No, I do not know any like that. I don't. And all my friends that have had the surgery did it as adults. Now, there are lots of children in the last so many years that it became a thing that have had their breasts removed and different things like that. And that says pro-choice is not pro-abortion. So what is it? What is it? I mean, I don't even understand what that doesn't make any sense. Because if you are supporting a party that runs on abortion, and the messed up thing is that our community aborts their baby the most. So if you care about your people and you talking about genocide, abortion kills more Black people than anything on earth. So for me, it's a problem. It's a problem. White people's numbers in this nation are low too. Nobody should really be killing their babies. And then you wonder why Islam is the most, the religion that's blowing up the most across the world, because they don't do that. Wherever you think about them, they have strong family structures and they make a lot of babies. They're winning. I feel like everybody's going to be Muslim one day because they're going to be the ruling people of the planet. That's just the way it's going. It's just this. It's reality. I'll be trying to keep y'all in reality. So anyway, let's listen to what these women have to say. I always try to keep things on a positive note because, listen, for you said, Chance says, for me, abortion is a problem. It is a problem, especially for our community. And then y'all don't realize they take your black baby's melanin. Melanin has free radicals. Melanin can cure a lot of diseases. And a lot of people don't know this. But I bet you the elite people that are telling you to give up your baby and kill it do. They use your black baby's stem cells. That's why I was proud of Donald Trump for defunding Planned Parenthood, because Planned Parenthood was the main one doing this. And they try to make it seem like they don't get no money for your baby's parts, but they do. Mr. Popularity 000 says black liberals are our worst enemies. Malcolm X told us that. He said the black ones and the white ones are the enemies of America. He said that. Chance Carlton Holloway says there are levels to Islam. Everybody's not Shia law. No, they're not. But millions are. There's a lot that are, and they're out there, and they're killing thousands of Christians. Muslims enslaved Africans first. Y'all always, and this is what kills me with black people, is that they're always so mad at white people. Oh, white people, they enslaved. Ooh, woo, woo. Arabs were the ones that taught the Europeans about slavery because they enslaved the Africans first. And still have African slaves today. And still over there tormenting and torturing and killing them to this day. But y'all talking about white people all the time. Give me a break. Chance is saying there's levels to everyone's Islam. Everybody is not Sharia law, but they're supposed to be if they follow the scripture, because I've read it. So let's be clear here. And that's why when you go to Saudi Arabia and places like that, they don't accept other Muslims because they have some bastardized version of the teaching. Donald Trump probably paid for some private abortions. Listen, I don't know that. Do you know about his sex life and how many abortions he has? I mean, he has a good amount of children, and that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. You know, my thing is, a party that their only running point is abortion is crazy to me. Chan says, I would agree with you on that about the Arabs and the Turks. They fell away from true Islam years ago. What is true Islam? I feel like they practicing it the way they're supposed to. If you read the scripture. So anyway, let's watch this video because I'm trying to bring it into a more positive realm. I like what this girl's going to say, because they always try to pit everybody against each other. Gays against straight, blacks against whites, this person against the Jews and the Christians and the Islam. Everybody got to be fighting all the time. But we're never mad at the real people that are the problem. It's just each other. Ken says, no, man, everybody is not supposed to be Sharia. I do not agree with that. I agree with the Holy Quran says it's law. And it don't say in there that they are allowed to kill people. they in war, and they always say, "Oh, if we're at war, well, they think they're at war. If they over there killing people, they must think they're at war." I mean, come on, your scripture it says that. That is not all the Dems ran on. Then Annette enlighten me and tell me what policies that they ran on, because it was abortion, trans rights. I can't tell you what else they ran on. They had no policy at all. They had the border open. They ran on protecting illegal immigrants, and I can't tell you any policy that they ran on that was supposed to uplift America and Americans as collectively as a whole. If you knew of some, put them in here because I would like to hear it. Let's watch this.
I really hesitated about posting this because I didn't know the backlash I would receive, but I'm going to say it because at this point, I'm done. I'm done. So I have one question. White middle-aged women, are you okay? Are you truly okay? I've never received more hate from white middle-aged women. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. You're menopausal. I get it. Hello, I'm 50. I'm menopausal. I'm with you. But never have I ever gone to someone's page and cut them down. Like, I've been told you had bad plastic
for a second, Robin, I'm going to answer this question and we're going to move on from this discussion because it's completely off topic. But I asked her, I asked about what policies the Democrats run on besides abortion and trans rights and all that. And she says medical aid, millions have lost their medical under Trump. No, they did not. They did not. This is the thing. People try to blame Donald Trump. Somebody who was only in office for 4 years and been in office a little over 1 year now. Democrats have ruled this country for like 16 years or something like that. But he's the blame for all these problems. The reason why your healthcare is so expensive is because they have allowed the medical industry to run amok and be crazy and not regulated. That's why everything is so expensive. And I'm like, who's going to lose their insurance? Who's losing their insurance? Who's losing their insurance? You lost your insurance? Now she's telling me I'm spreading misinformation. Why is that misinformation? Why is the messed up health system Donald Trump's fault? What they're losing is the credits that they have for the medical and the Obamacare that never worked. Obamacare was a disgrace. Chance says, Carlton Holloway, Democrats make up a lot of stuff. The Medicaid is better than it ever was. Probably will get better on Trump. I do agree. I agree. Oh, and he's saying Obamacare was a scam. It was. And it made money for the insurance companies and everybody. The prices were astronomical, and they need to stop that system altogether and revamp that whole system to work better for the people. Now, I'm not going to talk about this anymore because we're getting way off of the topic. So let's just go back to this. I'm not going to talk no more about medical and all this stuff. We're going to stick to the topic of Black women hating on Nicki Minaj because she said that she does not want to be a hater onto white people. Y'all want to keep on being haters. She don't want to. Okay, now let's listen to what this white woman is saying about how she feel. The same thing with white people too. They are rude to each other about the way they look, and Black women do the same thing, and they do it to white women. Women all across the board is haters to each other for this and that, and we need to stop doing this.
Surgery, you're too old, your body is terrible, like on and on and on. Like, are you really okay? I don't get it. Now, on the flip side of that, I would like to say something. Black women, you have been a godsend, and you have been my biggest supporters that I could cry. Honestly, I feel truly blessed to have the following of Black women that I have. You guys always lift me up. You tell me, sorry, I'm getting emotional. You guys say, your body's amazing, sis. It's tea.
And I think she's a good looking girl. You understand? But I know in the white community, They think being thin is everything, even though I think she looks amazing, but she's saying that they say her body is not good. And I just feel like women are the worst judges of each other. And we're all women. We should just stop that. We have more in common than we don't.
I want those curves. Do the curves come with that outfit? Like, you guys have always been amazing to me. I can count on one hand how many times a Black woman has said anything negative to me. Do you know how many times I can count on a white middle-aged woman cutting me down? 100.
And we can say the same thing. I'm a person, and me and my mother talked about this today. As a kid, I got bullied all the time for the way I look, for the way I walk, my forehead, this, my that. And I ended up becoming a professional model. So with all of it, I was so insecure all my life from the way I was bullied so much that when I became a model, it took time for me to come out of that insecurity. And modeling did help me a lot. I digress. But my point is that just like she says in her community, they're haters to her. I feel like in our community, we're haters to each other. You know? And I just, we need to stop that. We need to stop that. We're all women first. We're all humans first. I wish we could identify as humans and treat each other with humanity, but people have a problem with it. I don't understand.
Hundreds. I kid you not. I have pages of comments from nasty white women. I don't understand. I truly don't. So this post is just to say, you know what, middle-aged white woman, do better. Do better. My beautiful Black friends, women, thank you. I really thank you.
And it's so funny because this white woman is saying that the Black women embraced her. I say that what I went through during COVID, if it wasn't for my white girlfriends, I don't know what I would have done. I had a white girlfriend, a Puerto Rican friend, and if it wasn't for them, I don't know what I would have done, because Black people really were acting crazy, because most of them are majority liberal. They really act crazy over the vaccine and me not having it. So I'm just trying to show y'all that all women are going through the same thing within their communities, outside of their communities. And I do agree with Nicki. Like, what is the point of this? Music said, Nicki said humanity to all girls, but it went over their head. Yes, she did. And I feel like Nicki was righteous in doing that, because she has a base of people of all walks of life. Men, women, straight, gay, trans. I just feel that that was a neutral statement, but they got mad at her because she said that she had Christian values, and she felt that it really hurt her to know that Christians were being murdered in Nigeria. She tried to use her fame to bring awareness to this issue. Democrats, of course, are going to be crickets for that, because they pretend like they care about Black people when they really don't. So she went to the conservative people, like-minded people. A lot of them are Christians like her, and they gave her the platform to go after this agenda. What is wrong with that? I know a lot of Black people, oh, Jesus this and God is good and all. They act like they're Christians, but they're on the side of people that are not. It is what it is.
I'm a lot older than I look. You know, I'm Black, so you'll never know. That's my Black girl magic, huh? Ageless. Yeah.
This is what I hear a lot. You're 50 and you still in a crop top and some jeans. Yes. So what I decided to do was try on different shoes with my outfit to show that you can dress it up or dress it down. Like, you need a good crop top and some.
Now, people had negative comments to say to her, because I didn't like any of the stuff that she really wore in this to me. But her body's amazing. For her to be 50-something years old, she looks great. I feel like you should be able to wear whatever you want to wear, and people should mind their business. And who cares? That's how I feel. She wear whatever she want to wear. I might not wear what she wants to wear, but who cares? I felt like all these women were beautiful. They roasted a lot of the white women because they, they aged a little faster, or some of them didn't. Some of them look great too, So it's petty that, Black women are being haters to the white one. Oh, we look better, we age better, whatever. And we're all women. You understand? And there are some Black women that don't age well too, because maybe they have a hard life or genetics or whatever. I just think that it's just a very negative, low frequency to be in, to have that mentality.
James, my favorite Jimmy Choo and Uggs. Ooh, had them for years. You're gonna love this. Give me Pocahontas.
For her age, she looks amazing, and she looks like
these
she goes to the gym.
For me, because these heels right here, and since being 6 feet and heavy, it's a tremble in the thighs for me.
She's 6
feet. These are so comfortable. Can't go wrong with a good thigh high. On me, it's a knee high boots, but on you, it might be a thigh high. But I mean, it's giving thigh action. It's from one of those cheap sites. I don't know about this. Is the cheap shoes for me. Like sneakers, I got you. Going for a quick Starbucks run. Can't do heels. Let's try some wedges.
She's 50-something years old.
These are insane. You tell them 50, child. I'm running out of time, but I want to give you a real thigh high. A knee high, but it's a flat knee high and very comfortable. But you will catch me at any time of the day. My fluffy slippers.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Miracle, and on this channel we post a lot of videos about interracial marriage between Black women and men of other race, and sometimes we post videos like this. Few weeks ago, I posted a TikTok challenge video of Black women in their 50s versus white women in their 50s. So I don't know what happened, but white women challenged Black women to post their picture.
See, this is the thing. There was a white woman on TikTok, and you'll see it in here. She just put a challenge, 50. What does a real 50-year-old look like? Okay, that's what started it. Okay. And she's saying that the white woman challenged Black women. I don't know about all of that, but I just know she put the challenge out there. What does a real 50-year-old woman look like?
Our videos of their 50s, and Black women be like, okay, we are jumping into this challenge, and it has been interesting challenge. Because of this challenge, we are able to see what 50s look like in 2025. And it has been interesting journey, honestly. So this is the reason why I'm bringing you the part 2. And I hope you enjoy this video. So let's go.
It's amazing.
Okay, I'm 50 today. So this is officially what 50 looks like. I have zero makeup on.
I think she looks good to not have a filter, to have no makeup. At 50, she looks like a 50-year-old woman that aged properly. She looks fine. Some of these women you're going to see, they look much older, but I think she looks great. Am I supposed to be hating on her? Like, I just don't understand why anybody is mad at Nicki for those comments. I just don't get it.
No filters. I don't know. I feel like I'm hanging in there.
Get up, dress up, fix up for you, Your opinion of yourself matters most.
That's right. And that's why I wanted to show y'all this, because these women had lots of lovely things to say, because they have wisdom and they're older. And I feel they say, oh, you're dressing, you're not your age, whatever. You can wear whatever makes you feel good. Whatever you feel confident in, whatever brings you joy, you wear it. Don't care what nobody thinks of you or whatever. That's what I feel. And this is what these ladies are going to tell you.
Regardless of what the critics think, get up, dress up, make up for you.
I had a girl, and she just happened to be white, but I was working with her. I feel like she was a hater to me on the job the whole time. And she told me that I try too hard. I dress up for work. And I was like, well, maybe you don't try hard enough. Why is it a problem that I like to dress up? I just like to dress up for work. You know what I mean? People tell me, I should wear sneakers to work, or I should dress more relaxed for work. But I am relaxed. I'm comfortable like that. I'm happy like that. Like, why does somebody care what you're wearing? it's just petty to me.
And don't forget, it is okay to look your age.
So let's try this again. This is what 50 looks like. I did one before. I had my hair dyed and everybody said I looked like I was 70 years old. I know I have wrinkles.
Now, this lady is 50 years old. Now, this is the thing that's crazy to me is like, she doesn't have no makeup, no filter on. She hasn't done anything to herself. And people say, oh, she looks so old, whatever. But I feel like a lot of people don't know what a 50-year-old person looks like. Because so many people, everybody you see online has a filter. I mean, the software that I use has filters, and I have I have 2 lights on me right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and a lot of people have had surgeries and different things, and like, so people don't even know what a 50-year-old is supposed to look like today anymore. They really don't. And if you're a person that can afford good skincare, that's going to help keep you younger. People that have melanin in their skin, that helps keep them younger. You know, it's just, it's the method to it. Some people, they age really well because they have stress-free life, and some people age worse because they had a stress-free life. Maybe they drink and drug and all of that can wear and tear on your looks. And there's Black people that don't age good. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what type of lifestyle they lived.
And my skin is hanging because I lost over 100 pounds. And when that happens,
well, there you go. She has an explanation for why her face is sagging, because she lost 100 pounds. Good job on losing 100 pounds. I'm fighting for this 20 pounds all the time, back and forth.
But I want to know the truth. Does the highlights make me look younger, or do they not make any difference at all? This is 50. I like it.
I'm 50, but I look 25, and this is not a filter, and I'm not wearing any makeup, and I haven't done any Botox or any funky stuff to my face.
What do women in their 50s look like?
Mr. Popularity said there's female bodybuilders that look good in their 70s, and that is fact, because the women that do weight training, their bodies look like they're 20 years old. So what my yoga instructor, she might be close to 70, and her body is so fit. Her body does not match her face because her body looks so young in comparison. And that is true. And like, one of my friends, oh, God bless you, Danielle. I love you. I have to say, Danielle, she just made me have a missing thought about exercise and working out. And I go to the gym all the time. I'm like, all the hard exercises, like I try to push myself through it. And I'm telling you, I feel much better. I feel stronger. I feel better. I definitely feel like I added years to my life. I have so much more energy. My body's looking better. I don't have as many aches and pains anymore. It's like, it's just a good thing to try to be fit. Especially as you get older in your 50s, you need to be lifting weights, because that makes helps you make your bones stronger and less of a chance you'll break your bones. I used to have a lot of back pain, sciatic pain, and all that stuff. Since I've been going to the gym and working on my legs and stuff like that, I don't even have those issues anymore. So that is very true, that working out and taking care of your body and your health is going to make you look younger too.
Look like this, okay? We don't give a fuck what you think.
Now, she's 50, white woman. She looks fine. You understand? And I just think it's so petty for, Black women say, oh, we look better, we age better, whatever. It may be true for some people, but it may not be true for other people. That's just a random thing. And I just feel like as women, we should just be more united and not tear each other down, and just be more supportive and positive to each other. And just like Nicki said, I don't have to hate on somebody else's beauty because I know mine. I feel like I look good. I feel like I'm beautiful. I ain't hating on nobody else's beauty. It's just, me and my mother had this discussion today too. Like, everything is black, white, black, white, black, white. When America is full of people from all different cultures. My Asian friend said, Asian don't raisin. Okay. And I was like, okay, girl. You know what I'm saying? All the nationalities have beauty and have, different beauty standards and stuff like that. That's different. We should embrace them all. They're all beautiful. And I wish that we could just stop being haters all the time. It's just tired. And it's just a low frequency. I come on here. I call it elevate your frequency. Can we try to do that, please?
All right. Now piss off.
Oh my God, you guys, I woke up black and beautiful again. This is getting out of hand. Oh.
All right, from Canada, I'm joining the over 50 trend. I will be 54 next month. And no filters, no makeup.
Now look at this lady. She's 50. The gray hair is going to age her because her hair is gray. A lot of us color our hair. I just colored my hair today. I always color my hair, you know, because my hair is gray. Wait, I don't like it. I color it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the hair color aged her, but she's confident and she's confident in her hair color. I like her curls. Her skin is beautiful. She doesn't really have much sagging in her skin and stuff like that. So I just feel like nobody knows what a real 50-year-old looks like because you're looking at celebrities that you look at them in a retouch photo. They have all these lights completely blown out, a ton of makeup. They've had plastic surgery, Botox, all kind of faceless, whatever. You know, it's so no one really knows what it looks like. And it's like you're hating on women, but they look how they're supposed to look at that age.
Lots of grays. Thank you, COVID. Anyways, join the trend over 50.
Okay, I'll jump on the trend too. So this is 60. Actually, 62.
She looks fabulous.
Going on 63, August 8th, in about 4 weeks.
She's beautiful.
I'm 74, single and content. And
now
why
this
is
lady, I don't know. She's 74. She looks great. Like I said, my yoga instructor is a white lady, and she is probably in that age range, and she looks great. And her body looks like somebody that's like 30. So that's what is she? She says she's 74, and people are like, "Oh, I don't believe it." You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. The pettiness of it, you know, it's just crazy.
Even though, like most of you, I'd love to find true love. Well, sometimes that just isn't in the cards. So I'm always looking on the bright side. And I realize there are actually quite a few pluses to being single in my senior years, even if society sometimes tries to tell me the opposite. I love having the freedom to do what I want anytime I choose. I don't have to coordinate with another partner's schedule. I can travel on a whim, sleep in, spend the whole day reading in my pajamas without any judgment. And let's talk money. I have full control of my finances. All my money decisions are 100% my own.
I ain't mad at nothing that she's saying because I kind of feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because it is peaceful when it's just you. I mean, a relationship takes work, and sometimes after a certain age, just like you just want to enjoy your life. You really don't want to have that resistance. If somebody's gonna come, like, you know, it has to be peaceful. Can't be full of drama. You know, you're at a point in your life, your kids are big and stuff, and you just kind of enjoying life, you know. So I understand what she's saying. She at peace.
No one is there to judge me on my spending habits. I want to spend my money on experiences like trips, concerts, causes I believe in, donation, luxuries I enjoy, like a facial or a new piece of jewelry. Maybe I want to buy or sell a stock. I don't need a partner's approval on whether I can or not. Another plus. My living space is my sanctuary. It's always a calm atmosphere. I don't have arguments with anyone, although I do sometimes have to raise my voice at my little dog Callie when she's barking. But otherwise, it's a peaceful place in my home. And being single, I'll also have more time for my personal passions, writing, painting, volunteering, walking, taking classes. I can focus on what lights me up and what makes me happy. I get to choose also my own circle of friends.
And you know, I would have discussion with some of my friends, and I was just saying, like, what brings you joy in life? And I would surprisingly, nobody knew. Like you forget what brings you joy because you get so caught up in your kids, your husband, your family, that you're just doing all these things, and you forget that once your kids are getting big or they're grown and they're gone, you forget like who you were before that, and you forget all of the things that you were before that. I just thank God one of my friends is a male friend that I've had my whole life. And he always reminds me of what kind of person I was before I became a mom, what kind of person I was before. you know, I had all of these responsibilities and stuff, and it does keep you grounded because you do lose yourself in all of that, and you don't really know what brings you joy and who you are and stuff like that until you get with yourself. You really do have to spend time alone with yourself and start, you know, really knowing what brings you joy in life, and really start reassessing who you are and what you want out of this third quarter of your life. Mr. Populator says that granny is looking good. I think she looked good too for that age. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't know what a 70-something-year-old person look like, or they don't know what a 50-year-old person look like. And you know, it's crazy. It's like they have these expectations. Oh, she look old, or she, you know, when that's how you look at that age.
My life is filled with people I want to be around. Friends, neighbors, club members. They are my support system. They're people I have intentionally picked to be in my life. They're in my life not as an obligation because of someone else. I love that I can reinvent myself anytime I want without having to get anyone else's approval or permission. If I wake up one day and I want to move across the country, change my hair, start a new business, no one is there to veto it. I have a peaceful independence. It's the kind of wealth that's hard to measure.
Yes, it is.
I'm 53, and if you're younger than me, I hope you've already learned this. If not, please listen. Start paying attention only to how your life feels to you and forget completely about how it looks to others. It only matters how it feels to you. And if you want to protect your peace, that's what you have to do. Don't accept things you know you don't stand for.
My grandmother told me that as a young kid. She was like, don't accept, you were talking about relationships with a husband or man or whatever. She said, don't accept anything from a man that you will not be willing to accept for the rest of your life. And that just always stuck with me. And I applied that to everything, be it work, friends, whatever. I don't accept anything from anybody that I just can't just accept for the duration. If I feel like somebody's going to take me through some foolishness, that's not the place for me to be. Whether it be a job, friends, family, whatever the case may be. So those are words to live by.
Don't make yourself smaller for anyone, and consider your thoughts. Every single day, consider your thoughts, because the life you have right now today is an exact reflection of what you were thinking about 5 years ago. Look around. It was all a thought at some point. Protect your peace, protect your thoughts. Don't let anyone matter more than you do to yourself. And that's a harsh statement. Your family would disagree. Your spouse might disagree. Your kids might disagree. Your coworkers might disagree. But you are the only person who is going to advocate for you.
No matter where you are on life's timeline. I'm 57. I've reinvented myself. I'm living my best life. I never thought I'd be doing what I'm doing right now. You just never know what life has in store for you. So embrace it. Be happy. Go do you.
This is what I refuse to do in my 50s. First, I am not going back and forth with people who have shown me truly who they are. I'm going to believe them the first time. Second, I am not putting my life on hold waiting for someone else to catch up. If I want to have an experience, I'm going to go do it. Third, I am done performing my worth.
That's why I wanted to show you this, because I love what these women are saying, because it is true. These women are, like I said, you're in the third quarter of your life when you hit 50. You're in that third quarter. So you start really not giving a fuck about half of the stuff you cared about in the second quarter, or definitely in the first quarter. You just don't want to waste your time. And people don't understand that. And a lot of these women do not care. You really start getting to a point where you don't care what anybody thinks. I feel like I was like that for most of my life. But the older I got, the more I didn't care, because I started realizing, I don't care what they think. They're not making or breaking anything in my life. Like, I could care less what these people think of me. Only person I really care who think about me is my son, really, and the people that I love. But the rest of these people, who cares? You know, people do too much to impress other people and stuff like that. You impress yourself. Make yourself feel good about yourself.
At this point, the only person that needs to know my value is me. And finally, I am not forcing myself into situations that drain me. No is a full sentence these days, and I use it often. See, the older you get, the clearer your boundaries become. And when you hold them with peace instead of guilt, life gets simpler, calmer, and lighter. And that's the gift of midlife.
I'm 54 years old, and I'm not going to lie to you. I'm about to destroy every excuse you've ever told yourself for why you're still stuck. You want the glow up, but still live like every day is a cheat day. Not only nutritionally, but spiritually, financially, and emotionally. You're scared of failure, but what should terrify you more is being 5 years older, scrolling TikTok and Instagram, still saying someday. You've mastered potential, but you refuse to master commitment. You say you want luxury, but your effort is giving clearance wrap. You romanticize the future, but you date your bad habits like they're your soulmate. You ask for clarity, but then you ignore it every time it shows up dressed as hard work.
Yeah.
You want better, but you keep walking back to average like it's your childhood home. You're not tired from chasing your dreams. You're tired from running in circles around the same excuses. You want the freedom that comes with discipline, but you treat structure like it's punishment.
Yep.
You want success, but only if it fits nicely.
That's how I felt about going to the gym at first. I used to be like, this is a punishment. Like, I hated it. I just had a missing thought about it. And my friend just really made me think more positively about what I'm doing for myself to make myself better. And it just started to get easier and easier as I changed my mentality. Anything that's hard is good for you. Anything that, that you have to put in work in is going to have the best reward. That's what I had to learn.
Between your distractions and your excuses. You made a vision board for a life your habits are actively rejecting. You keep blaming burnout, but truthfully, you've been coasting on daydreams and dopamine for months. You say you're serious this time, but the last version of you said the same thing with the same habits.
Outfit of the night. Hi, babe. I'm on my way to dinner and I'm sharing what I'm wearing tonight. On my lips, I'm wearing Uncensored by Fenty Beauty. Hair, simple.
She's gorgeous.
No curls,
she's going to go into
my
this long thing
favorite.
about what she's wearing. And the link to this video will be in the description because what she had on is gorgeous. But I just want to skip through to some of these women.
And I think I'm going to make one right now. You ready? I used to have pretty privilege. I used to have preferential treatment from the opposite sex, and I used to probably get a lot more attention than maybe I should have. Who does she think she is? She's not pretty. She's ugly. Have a day off, Karen. I love that name, Karen, by the way, so no shade on you guys. Looking at myself back in time with my adult eyes and understanding the true value of my youth and who I was and how it was lost on me is really funny, because I used to think that I'd never get here. And here's not even bad. I know that I'm attractive within my own limitations, and I know I'm not all that, she's not all that, but I'm doing okay. What I'm trying to say to you is, one day I looked at myself and I was doing this.
I think we've all done that.
There was no more pretty privilege, and I wasn't getting preferential treatment anymore.
If you want to change your life, get fit, get in the gym, grab those weight, work on yourself. I'm telling you, nothing feels as good as being fit, lean, healthy, okay? Because you may want to build a multi-million-dollar business, but if you're building it and you can't even go up a flight of stairs.
She's telling the truth, though. She's telling the truth. That is why very wealthy people, most of the time, they're never fat. And they go to the gym, they work out, they get massages and everything, because people that's getting money to that magnitude is a lot of pressure. It's a lot of stress. And I do realize that working out, it relieves the stress. Some people use sex for it and all kind of, things that really are just like, a filler. But when you work out, it does relieve your stress. And one of my friends, I have to thank Danielle because this is her method, not mine, but I would come home and get on the couch and go to sleep. And I would have in my mind that I want to exercise. But she said it's just mind over matter and not to fall into that pit. Like, just get up and do it. And you'll see within 5 minutes that laziness is going to wear off. And it's so true. I just get up and just do it. I hate doing the stair step machine, but when I first did it, I thought I was going to die on it. And now it's getting easier and easier and easier. So I just tell myself, it's going to be over soon. It's and once you get into it, every time I got on the machine, I could go a little further. Every day I do 1 push-up, then 5, then 7. You know what I mean? You just get stronger every day. And it's just, I don't know why our minds are conditioned to make us a failure. It's like the greatest challenge you're going to have is your own mind most of the time. And, I'm still a work in progress, but this is the most I've gone to the gym in my life because I just have a missing thought about it. And I had a missing thought about it. And now I like it. I got a trainer. I learned how to use all the equipment in the gym and stuff. And it's actually becoming fun. And I could be in the gym for 2 and 3 hours and I enjoy being there.
And you don't feel well, you're not going to have the energy that it takes to build the life of your dream. The most important thing is your health. And I'm telling you, go to the gym, grab those dumbbells, lift weights, go walk 10,000 steps, nourish your body, take care of yourself. I'm telling you, it's going to translate into everything else in your life. So don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to people telling you, oh, honey, you look good just the way you are. They don't want you to succeed. Get to the gym, get fit.
And it is true. You people will see you overweight and say, "Oh, you look good. You don't need to do nothing." No, you do need to be healthy, especially once you start getting in a certain age, because you want to get fit to protect your bones and prolong your health. And I'm telling you, a lot of your aches and pains, your back pain and all your joint pain is from not stretching. I stretch every day. I always stretch every day before I really started working out all the time. But before I worked out, I always did like to ride my bike. And I'd be riding like 10 miles on my bike. I can ride my bike all day. And so I had a level of fitness from riding the bike. But now the strength training, I just love it. I didn't think I would like it so much, but I really do like it. And I like to see, I like that I'm getting stronger every time I go. It's been great.
Your life, period.
So there's a challenge going around of what 50 looks like. I just turned 50 in November. I'll be 51 in November, obviously. So yeah, this is what it looks like for me.
So apparently everybody is showing what 50 looks like. So this is 50. Makeup only to enhance my natural features. The 50, yeah.
Okay, y'all, get ready with me to go on a date with a guy who just wants to go with the flow. Oh, shit. The fuck? Baby, if you over 50 and
I'm telling you, after a certain age, you just don't have no time for the foolishness. You know what I'm saying? You want what you want, and if you can't have it, I'm going to bed. Or I'll, do I don't I feel like after a certain age, you just get more content with being with yourself. Like I've always kind of been a loner anyway, and I like my space and my time to myself and stuff. But I feel like as you get older, you really value your time because you're approaching the end of it.
Me.
Listen, y'all blew my mind. It's so many friend girls that I've met now. We all feel the same way. And, life has happened for the most part, and we have become friendless. And that doesn't mean we don't have that 1 or 2 special good girlfriends that are like sisters, but I'm saying overall, like friends that we talk to
You know why? Because your time, you're not wasting your time on people. Your discernment gets stronger as you age. You start being able to read people better, and you just start realizing, this person really don't like me, or maybe they're just around because they're just trying to get something from me. You just start having better discernment, and you start knowing yourself better. You start having more boundaries and really honoring your own boundaries, and you just don't like to waste your time. I always felt like my time was precious before, but as I got older, I really have no patience for people wasting my time to do anything. If it's not a good reason for me to leave my house, I'm not going. going, and it has to be lucrative. It has to be something that's going to bring me joy. It's just, you get past the period in life where you just want to waste your time and just do superficial stuff for no reason.
On the regular or more often, and just chit chat and kiki and, show out a little bit. So thank y'all for showing up. Thank you. I hear you all. I appreciate you all. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the understanding.
This is a picture of Chef Babette. How old do you think
This
Chef
lady is
Babette is?
amazing.
Don't guess, because I'm going to go ahead and tell you, because you would never get it right. She is 72 years young.
I always think about Chef Babette when I go to the gym, because I'm thinking, this lady is 70-some years old and she can do an 8-minute plank. And I'm thinking, I'm still struggling to do a 1-minute plank. Like, this lady is so inspiring. So you got to watch people like this. You got to find people that inspire you. Get a buddy, get a friend, people that motivate you. Get a trainer, whatever you got to do to get yourself started. But you really should try to get on some kind of fitness journey, because that's going to really help you. And once you start really trying to take care of your body, it's like, whatever you tell your mind that you really want to do, it does start to follow you. You take hold and be the master. You do start to follow, and then it just becomes like what do you call it? Like an addiction, almost, kind of like. This lady, Chef Babette, y'all gotta look at this lady. This lady is amazing. You gotta subscribe to her stuff and watch her. Very inspiring person.
And she can do an 8-minute plank. Did you expect to look like this at 72? I really didn't give it a whole bunch of thought.
Look how young her body
It
looks.
is kind of amazing, huh? People act like it's really amazing. I just
Single by choice. I will tell anybody, do not come in here and disrupt my peace. If you're not going to protect my peace and preserve my peace, I'm not interested. I am open to the idea, but it just has to be right.
Sociologists. And this is so true. And even in the scriptures, it say a man is supposed to be a protector of a woman, a protector of her soul. That's what a man's job really is, to be a protector of her soul. If you're going to come and stress me out and get on my damn nerves and lead me to the bowels of hell, I don't want to. Leave me alone. And it's nothing wrong with knowing that and wanting that for yourself, and not sacrificing and settling in all that foolishness.
Chris Marsh is the author of the new book, The Love Jones Cohort: Single and Living Alone in the Black Middle Class.
It's funny you say that, because I never forget, I think it was my senior year of high school, and my father encouraged me to stay loyal to my career because it'll be more loyal to you than any man. But my mom was on the other side and said, but a career can't keep you warm at night.
And both things are true, because I knew what I wanted to do from like a teenager, and my career was good to me. It made it where I didn't have to tolerate nobody's bullshit. I was always able to take care and provide for myself. When I had my child, I was able to take care and provide for him. I didn't have to take his father's bullshit and all that. It's just a peaceful existence when you could provide for yourself, and you're not on some thirst trap type of mentality where you're just trying to get people for their money and stuff like that. That just seems exhausting lifestyle of just always begging and hoping and wishing on a star that somebody's going to take care of you, but the mother is right. Like, you do want to have companionship and a partner, but hey, if you ain't going to have it, you could take care of your damn self, so, it's a double-edged sword.
Like, yes, a career cannot keep you warm at night, but you got a whole bunch of like heated blankets and stuff that you
Why people like to judge women of a certain age who still like to maintain a youthful look, still like to wear certain styles, nice clothes, different types of hairstyles, even trendy from time to time. Why are we judged and accused of trying to be young? Like, who wants to try to be something that they've already been? Like, we've been young. We've been teenagers, we've been young adults, we've been kids, and now we're seasoned, mature women. The fact that we still like style and trying different things doesn't mean that we're trying to be young. Now, we may be trying to keep up a youthful appearance, which is completely different. Just because we've reached a certain age doesn't mean that we want to wear muumuus only, even though I love a good muumuu day, but it doesn't mean that we have to wear turtlenecks, completely cover up, wear skirts down to our ankles. Like, we still like style. We like to entertain a trend or two. We don't mind showing our shoulder every once in a while.
Listen,
And
I always have my shoulder out. My signature thing. I love it. So, I mean, I literally, when I got this tattoo, Ron Pichardo, shout out to Swagger House. But when I got this tattoo, I literally got it because of the way I wear my shirts. I always wear my shirts like this, and the tattoo's designed around that.
what is wrong with that? We need to stop the judgment. Allow people to do whatever makes them feel their best. There is no age limit on style. It is not up to each individual on the internet to give their opinion on what somebody else should be putting on their body. I, for one, have no desire to be young again. I've been there and done that, and I am enjoying this season in my
I'm
life.
telling you, in my youth, I had so many issues. I had so much insecurities. I had so much bullies, so much. So, hi, Robin. No, we are kind of talking about, we're not really talking about Nicki, but we are talking about women embracing each other's beauty and, 50 plus and women just, owning their beauty and not being haters of other people's beauty and being secure in their own beauty. So it did tie into what Nicki was saying. I used Nicki at the beginning to set this up.
And I am going to wear my clothes, my makeup, and my hair any way I want to. The only thing that I'm trying to be is better than the person I was yesterday. And I'm still going to be 53, whether it was yesterday or today. I'm not trying to be 23. I'm not trying to compete with the 23-year-olds. I am just living my life and enjoying every minute of it. And that includes my hair and my fashion.
Guys, I don't know about you, but I feel like I enjoyed this part too the more because this is not just a competition between white women and black women. The women from both race give the insight of what they are facing in their 50s and also what is it like to date in your 50s. To be honest, I don't know that women who are in their 50s still go on dates. So I feel like this video is so very inspiring and also very educating. Honestly, another thing I want to point out is people policing what these women do with their life. I see a lot of hate comments, people going after the way they dress, people telling them that they want to be young again, people telling them that they do not
are beautiful. They all had a lot of confidence. The white women were beautiful. The black ones were beautiful. I just feel like every culture, they're beautiful. The women, I feel like we should align as women first. We are women first. And then all those other things come down the line. And I don't think we should be divided over any of those things.
Want to feel old or they want to compete with 20 years old. Guys, that is so very unnecessary. I don't understand, honestly. I feel like the internet is such a weird place where people project a lot of things to others. If somebody who is in her 50s look this good, how do you expect that person to hide all this beauty just because of their age? I feel like people making videos, insulting them and calling them out, saying that they want to be young again or they want to compete with 20 years old. I feel like they are the problem, to be honest.
I mean, I feel like she looks very mature. I love this woman's fashion. That's why I said if you the link isn't going to be in the description, but I love her fashion, the choices and the way that she styles herself and stuff like that. I just feel like people should wear and look however they feel comfortable. Period. Wear whatever you want. I'm more a classic person. I will wear trendy things sometimes, but usually I'm more on a simple classic type of person. I think I've had the same style my whole life, really. And there are things that come out every now and then, trendy things I like and I get them, but for the most part, I'm just that classic kind of girl. I love this lady's style. I think everything is just gorgeous, how she puts herself together. And I feel like people need to mind their business, and who cares about what somebody else is wearing. And I feel like we are so superficial. How the person is appearing to you is irrelevant. It's what is on the inside. It's the spirit. It's the soul that makes you beautiful, because there's a lot of pretty people that are just ugly because their spirit is messed up and they're just low frequency people.
I saw a video, I'll find the video and put here, a video of a girl calling them out, saying that they are trying to compete with the 20s. Honestly, it's so very unnecessary. And I also see a lot of people projecting this same insecurity to the women in their 30s. They make it seem like once you get to the 30s.
I mean, some people would say, oh, why she have her stomach? Look at her stomach. It's so flat. She looks good. She probably works out. She earned the right to wear whatever the hell she wants to wear. A lot of girls, even in their 20s, wish that their body could be as toned as this lady's body. I don't understand. You wear whatever you feel comfortable in and whatever you like.
Or once you are in your 30s, you don't supposed to do a lot of things. You don't supposed to even come on social media and say anything. You're supposed to hide somewhere because you're in your 30s. Age shaming is a big thing, and I wish we should stop it, honestly. And when it comes from women to women, it is so very heartbreaking.
That's bringing it right home, and it ties back into Nicki. Shaming other women is just petty and dumb, and I don't understand why we do it. It's like, we shouldn't shame each other for our beauty. We shouldn't shame each other for our political positions, our religion, or anything like that. I feel like it's just so low frequency, low vibration type of mentality. It's like the bottom of the barrel to me, how they acted to Nicki. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But they all love Meg Thee Stallion, though. And I just couldn't even understand how anybody even clapped for that. Cardi B can barely speak proper English, and she gets up there and, she representing Black people for some reason. And it's embarrassing. But y'all not mad at those people that show us in a negative light. I thought that Nicki looked great when she spoke. I thought she handled herself like a nice woman. And I don't understand why anybody would have a problem with using your fame to help people that are being murdered for their Christianity when you're a Christian. And no one can make me understand this.
Guys, I want to know what you think in the comment section. I enjoyed this video. Making this video was so very interesting, and also posting it to you guys. I hope you guys
learn China. I listen to a lot of, there's a lot of African girls that I like to watch their channels too, because I like, there's just a different culture and a different perspective than a lot of the people here. And I watch videos from people from all over the world about all kinds of things. A lot of times I come on here with political videos because people say, oh, I am not into politics. Everything boils down to politics. Everything in your life. Everything in your life is political and boils down to politics. So, as always, went over the time that I wanted to be on here because there's always so much to unpack. I'm going to go now. Happy Kwanzaa to all my people that celebrate Kwanzaa tomorrow. I love y'all. Happy holiday season. Happy New Year, even though I believe New Year is in spring, but whatever. Happy New Year. And I wish you guys the best of prosperity and joy and just the best that the world has to offer to you for 2026. I pray for unity and I pray for peace on earth. Hopefully I get to see it in my lifetime. I don't know. It doesn't seem like we're getting very far with it, but I am Shelly B. This means I love you in sign language, and I do if you sat with me through this. I really appreciate anybody that came here, anybody that left comments. I appreciate you. Anybody that supports my channel. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And listen. Love yourself. Figure out, this is your project. Figure out what brings you joy. Figure out what brings you joy in life. What brings you joy, not the people around you or what you think. Really figure out what brings you joy and then go do it. A lot. All right. I love y'all. Thank you for being with me. I appreciate you. Happy Kwanzaa, y'all. And I will see you on the next one. I love y'all. Have a good evening.